The Muslim Brotherhood was outlawed in 1948 and correctly outlawed. This poses a great danger to Israel. If in fact this uprising is successful and the stable Mubarak government is overthrown, then the peace treaty with Israel will probably cease to be, and it will create a tremendous instability in the region. And this is the concern that I think believers need to be aware of that love Israel, that as problematic as the Mubarak government is, it is not a dictatorship, and this uprising is moving down the road towards Islamic control, fundamentalist Islamic control of the Middle East and countries that have been in the past Israel's ally to some extent, or at peace with Israel, at least on paper, will become more hostile towards Israel. And if this happens in Egypt, it's likely that uprisings in Jordan will follow. The Muslim Brotherhood's stated mission is twofold: to implement Sharia law worldwide and reestablish the Islamic Caliphate. So ultimately, those goals are achieved any way possible. The solution that we should be praying for is for the Mubarak government to undergo a healthy transition, to listen to the concerns, the legitimate concerns of the people in areas where they have been, where they haven't had full expression of freedom, and this has to be navigated in a way that doesn't allow the Muslim Brotherhood or other Islamic fundamentalist groups that embrace terror and a more vehement attitude towards Israel, against Israel, to come into power. And that's how believers should pray. I think that this is a really delicate issue because the people that are protesting have legitimate complaints, but to affect the balance of power and to move control to the Muslim Brotherhood, which is committed to the destruction of Israel, is detrimental to the peace in the region. The balance that needs to be found here is for Mubarak to be encouraged to listen to the concerns of the people without supporting an overthrow of the government, which leads to destabilizing of Egypt, radical Islamic fundamentalists coming into power, and the peace treaty with Israel being destroyed. But clearly there's a destabilization that we've seen in Tunisia. We've seen it in Lebanon with the toppling of the Lebanese government because of the Hezbollah pullout. And Israel can't afford to have all of these relationships crumbling. Our biggest concern needs to be keeping Egypt from being destabilized and becoming a renewed enemy to Israel. Okay? And many of the forces behind this are dedicated to that. So it seems that whenever there's instability in the Middle East, Israel's always at the center of the conflict, and Israel is always to blame. So pray for the peace of Jerusalem. They shall prosper that love thee.